Thought I'd play a bit of Grid Slayer today. Let's make sure the volume is nice and low. Make sure you can hear my voice. Make sure the game is not overwhelmingly loud over my voice. Well, we'll see. I'm going to start a new game. Can I... Let's just reset this one. Okay. So we've got nothing. Let's start classic. So we generate a map. This game's actually smoother than I remember it by a lot. Okay. Because that problem is I didn't play it very much when I after I finished it. Okay, let's lean into this elemental stuff. Oh, so this isn't a choice. This is just my starting cards. So we have piercing shot, water cannon, overhead shot, overwatch, and arrow. So this is a game I made a while back. Took about 6 months to make, something like that. The idea is I wanted to have all of the elemental interactions and kind of fun of a Divinity-like game, like Divinity Original Sin, but without having to spend 20 hours building your character before you get to that fun stuff. So based on the cards we have, it looks like we've basically become a full ranger with lots of ranged abilities. So we'll need to make use of that. It would make sense then to pick wide open spaces rather than tight spaces where I'm likely to get into a melee. And we are in a match against an Ice Witch in the rain, which is not good for me. So by hovering over, I can see which way she's going to move. Well, I'm not on the pitch yet, so... Yeah, so she's going to move that way. So I think what I want to do is set up this counter shot, and that's all my strength. So is it space to end turn? Yeah. So she's going to move, and I'm going to shoot with a counter shot. And yeah, so every turn she's going to like freeze the area around her, and she has, so we can actually see everything she has. Freezes adjacent tiles, weak strike, and ice soul. Ice soul means she's immune to ice damage, and any stats of like frozen become armor on her instead of freezing her. So that's cool. She is going to move towards me. So if I just aim a shot this way, she will run into it. And my arrow will go through her armor. Very good. Lovely. Easy win. So we get some coins. And we need to think about what works with our style. Yeah. Wind Blast. Choose up to 3 cards. Okay. Choose an enchant. See, this is really good. Yeah, like stun, and I can make it so that my Wind Blast stuns people, and I would like to have a bit more strength. So I can play 2 cards per turn, and I can choose a perk. Gain 1 armor each turn. All cards do damage. All cards have AoE. I think damage is fine. We've got our log up here. Just going to double check. Just going to bring down the desktop audio, because it really does suck when you can't hear what because I've done videos in the past where I'm just completely drowned out my own voice. Okay, let's go to the normal planes. Okay, we've got a Fire Witch, Pyromaniac, and a Monk. So I would want to... And Poison Barrel. So this is interesting. So the poison spreads in water, right? And fire is indeed affected by... Yeah, there's lots of interactions. So water, so if you're very, very wet, like if you've got 5 stacks of water on you, and then poison touches that, you will have 5 stacks of poison on you, if that makes sense. You see? And is there like yeah, if I hold shift, God, I can remember. If I hold shift, you can see there's 3 stacks of poison on the floor, although none of it actually ended up splashing on him because the knockback happened first. It's quite unpredictable, this game. And I think I can actually just walk on poison, that's fine. Okay, so she's going to move there because she wants to get away from... She wants to... and he's going to move there, and none of them have lined up a shot yet, so I can do... If she's going there, I'll set up an Overwatch. And, yeah, that's a good start. So she's going to go there and get shot. He's going to step forward, and they're both going to be getting their attacks ready. This is queued. This is queued. Queued means it plays next turn. You can see all these tags here. Queued. So as long as I move out of the way, and this is quite fun actually, there's a chance that this guy will... I think he's too far away to aim a kick at me. But yeah, okay, let's just... And where's she going? She's going that way. So we'll just make double sure. It's probably a bit wasteful. Yeah, I probably should have... yeah, making mistakes. Well, I stunned him, but I should have... because the knockback was on him, he stayed still. Because the knockback was pushing him towards where he already was, so I wanted to put the knockback, like, a little bit behind him. Okay, so if he's going there, I'll do my overhead shot there. There we go. This game's actually much more fun than I remember it. I shouldn't say that about my own games, but... okay. We will do... teleport's fun. Removes projectile and shot. So it means it's not a projectile anymore. It will just happen. Meaning you don't have to have line of sight. And I can't remember what shot is exactly. But we can get an AoE on this wind blast and make that our thing. And now I think it's not a bad idea to have intelligence so that we're drawing 2 cards and we can play 2 cards per turn. Let's see how that works. And let's pick the hills. Yeah, I guess one of the reasons I'm playing this game is I don't feel like this game sold enough copies. I get it, like there's a lot that doesn't look great about it, and there's some of the mechanics make like there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of interactions, and it's very difficult to predict what's going to happen. But actually, I think this is like I'm if I may say so myself, I think this is not too bad. Okay, we got 3 monks. And what I guess we want to do is just blast the crap out of them. So we'll do like, yeah, like piercing shot or just overhead shot. No, let's do this first. So this will splash them about. And then he's moving that way. I can do a piercing shot to get him through the tree. Okay. And here's a fun... I'll do this just to show you. But I can set up a counter shot. But because I do the wind... Oh, I did the same mistake again. Never mind. Because I do that. Basically, if you do a wind blast, if you push someone into your counter, you can trigger your counter during your own turn, which is fun. And yeah, we're doing very decent damage because we got that perk, the damage perk. Okay, spiky freeze attack. Arrow. Huh. I'll just skip for now. Electrified is fun. See, look, this is an interesting interaction. We put electric on the water. Right? And let's go with intelligence. Yeah, and if you're ever not sure what happened, we can look at the log just to prove that it was a skill issue. You didn't understand the game properly. It's not that it was bugged or something. I mean, already I've made tons of mistakes just because I didn't really understand the game right. So it's a desert, and it's a hot desert. We have the samurai. I think his whole thing is he does like counter attacks, has quite a lot of damage. We can actually look at that. First we have to pick a spot. And you can see he does strike. He's got 7 endurance, 2 strength. 2 strength means that he will do 2 moves a turn. Right? And intelligence also means that. And Circle of Death means that he has access to 2 abilities. Circle of Death is a powerful counterattack. Yeah, so we can do this water cannon. Seems like a good idea. But I want to be like a little bit closer. What if we... Yeah, let's just have fun. Yeah, okay, but she doesn't mind about the oil. So she has Fire Soul, immune to fire damage, and she increases damage. So whatever burn stack she has on her is going to increase her damage by that amount, right? These are things that we can have too as players. And there's a Goblin Archer. And if he's moving over there, so I think the Samurai's the one I want to kill. But I don't really want to step on the fire. So yeah, I'll just aim a couple shots. Is he moving? No, he's not moving. He's stunned. She's moving. I don't really have the... Yeah, okay, let's do that. Lovely. And with our super high damage. And so we can do some counters. Yeah, so that when this samurai moves into range, we'll actually shoot both of them. I think we can see... Yeah, so that number on the top right tells me which order they're going to move in. So the monk is going to move first. The monk is going to move first. And he's going to move there. So actually this isn't going to get the samurai. But, okay, yeah, let's move... So he's frozen. Again, frozen statuses. Frozen. Reduces movement. So it reduces your movement by how frozen you are. So if he's got 1 speed and he's frozen, that's 1, and he's frozen by 1, that's 1 minus 1. So he's not going to be able to move. So when the samurai moves there... no! Never mind. Made a mistake. Oh, and I suppose because the ice melted by 1, that's the way that works. So you see this orange, that means that if I step there, he's going to hurt me. But the ultimate like punishment for a blind samurai is a ranged character, so he's got no chance. So we'll do our wind gust, knock him. Oh, that might have been a mistake. That might have been a mistake. Ha. You see that all that water is electrified now because I hit it with electric. Yeah, you see how this game works? It's like elemental interactions. I'd love for it to look nicer. I think I could have designed the classes a bit better. Like, instead of just giving one character all the cards, there should be like classes. So like a character who starts off as a mage. I think that would be more fun. All right. Yeah, water's good. And a bit more AoE on.
Or it's 11:30.
Say what?
It's 11:30.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, let's get more AoE on this electric water. And yeah, we're sort of a non-movement class. So let's just do strength and intelligence for now. How come I only got 2 picks here? That must be some kind of bug. 1 range to all cards, 1 knockback to all cards. I think knockback's fun. Yeah, I probably could be clearer about like what is the difference between perks and all these things, but I guess it's fine to just let the player figure it out. I'm gonna avoid these mountains because ranged build. Okay, so my aim here is just to sort of create absolute chaos. So everything has knockback. Now. Lovely. So yeah, absolutely wrecking stuff here. Okay, let's move. So he's webbed up in spider webs, so he can't do anything. And that's lovely. My arrows actually do damage. Okay. Sorry, my arrows do knockback, which is fun. I can teleport over there to swap with that. He is going to move there, so I can shoot through the stuff. And yeah, things that are webbed are like immune to knockback, but I can just start moving some of this stuff out of the way. Yeah, because he's on the spider web, he's not going to get any knockback, and it's also going to mess with reduces movements, drips off units, so it comes off over time, halts knockback on sliding, and spreads burn. Yeah, you see how all these interactions make kind of physical sense as they would in the real world. So I think he's not gonna move. So if I just pile everything on. Oh, he is gonna move. Ah, see, it doesn't stop movement, but it prevents knockback. Is that right? Am I just reading it wrong? Reduces movements, but drips off the player. But he's not actually got any on him, although he still has the stat thingy. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit hard to read sometimes, this game. But yeah, he won't receive knockback. Yeah. But he can move. Although now he's stunned. And I've only got one movement. Got the angle there. So I just need to anticipate his movements. Oh, that's not right. And there you go. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy with this game. I'm happy with what we did here, but it does need work. I think I'll skip these. More electrified on this one. And I think we should start to balance a bit and have some speed. Okay, so we need to get out. Speed is like the best for survival. Okay, so far so good. And yeah, it's just all about chaos really. So let's bring the chaos. So we'll do like an Overwatch. And just let's bring in the chaos. So we can like spray you with water. And then like freeze that water so that water gets converted into ice, right? Does that make sense? Oh no, he kicked me. And that kind of reduced the range of my attack just enough. Okay. Alright, that should work. I have to go pick up my son from nursery, so I don't think I'll be able to finish this run. But that's fine. I'll upload more of these. And yeah, these guys are trapped basically. I mean, it's going to take them a while to get out, so I can just keep smashing them. This Hedge Knight's a tricky one because he gets quite a lot of armor each turn and does damage, but it's queued. Oh, and see, I've electrocuted myself. But that's fine because all the enemies are down. I think I might have time for one more. Okay. Kudos to the music. The music's very good. Paid good money for it. Okay, poison, oil. Okay, let's not overthink it. Let's just smash. So we're knocking this poison into them. The poison is infecting the water, turning all the water into poison. And then I can like move in, pierce this oil barrel. And then just not overthinking it, yeah. splash, poison splash. And make these guys slip and slide on the slippery oil. Oh, I hit myself. And finally, I think Overwatch there. Again, just not overthinking it. And what's he going to do? He's going to go over there. So we do overhead shot. And then we'll just hold on to it. And he's webbed me up so I can't move. So if I freeze him and then do the wind blast, it will kind of, they'll be frozen, so they'll blast around a bit more. You can walk on the poison. I don't know if that's like properly communicated, like poison is, like there'd be a stat called, I don't know, soaks through your feet or something. And where's he going? He's going over there. Can I aim there? Not really. What about him? He's going, well, he's frozen. Okay. You know, I'll just pause the recording and then come back so we can have a... So for you, you'll just have an uninterrupted video. Piercing shot. And it's got quick on it now, so we don't have to wait for the next turn. And he's down. Okay, if we're reducing the cost of something, that means that intelligence is a good one to have. Range, AoE. I think range is good. Okay. Finally, the castle. Okay, back for some more. Back to challenge the king. Let's see how I do. So if I remember right, it's quite easy at first. Scales up in difficulty, but as you level up, but yeah. It's the same with a lot of these games. The trick is to not pick cards, right? Like when most people first play Slay the Spire or something like that, they get their card choices and they sort of are under the impression that they have to choose one, that they don't realize the power of picking none of them. And the win rate for games like this goes up like crazy once you just start like not picking cards unless they're absolutely perfect. It's very much the case in Monster Train. Like that game becomes absurdly easy if you just only pick the really, really good cards. Okay, so how do we want to mess this guy up? So he's going to come towards me and like beat the crap out of me. So let's freeze him so that he doesn't do that. Oh, I've just made him come closer. All right, that wasn't exactly what I wanted, but we can have some fun here. We can shoot him back again. I'm gonna move back a bit, so we can keep him like stun locked, and we can keep him continually stun locked. So he has got 12 electric on him. Let me remind myself exactly what electric does. Electrified adds stun. So he's going to be stunned. Is that really all it does? Adds stun. I think it's going to slowly tick down. And it's going to try and stun him every other turn. Except you can't be stunned for more than 2 turns in a row. Because otherwise it's too OP. But yeah, let's just keep messing him up. And he's just getting so much electric. Because he just keeps sliding through these electric tiles. And absolutely messed him up. Yeah, really the issue with this game, so like fully post-mortem, is the issue with this game is that like the main thing I would do differently is to have classes. So rather than you play as a dagger, I think it would be much more fun if you played as like a mage. And then restricting the cards you get based on the character you have. My thinking was, oh no, I don't want to restrict people. But actually, that's the best outcome, is restricting people. Oh, so you killed the king. You expect me to be impressed? That was no king. I saw no crown on his head. Try again. There are 4 crowns you must obtain. The crown of thorns, bronze, silver, and gold. Each of these crowns and the insights between will change our world drastically. To slay the king for good, you must defeat him with all 4 crowns equipped. Wearing 1 crown is not enough. You must always face the king at his full strength if you want me to acknowledge your victory. Okay. Alright, that's enough for now. We'll do another run tomorrow, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, thanks for joining. And yeah, please wishlist Warbeans. Please check out Grid Slayer. It's on sale at the moment as of today. And yeah, thank you for joining. Bye.